Good evening. It is Saturday, actually, June 4th. And actually, by the time you see this video, it will be June 5th. But today is the new moon in Gemini. So, and the new moon is the time to um, set intentions for what you want to accomplish for the month. Um, so it's a great time if you have any goals, anything you want um, to complete. This is a great time to set that plant those seeds for that. So today is the new moon, and it's always a good time during this time. I always enjoy. It's always an excitement, and sometimes, I feel the energy of the new moon. And if it's in Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is the smallest planet, and it's the messenger, the communicator. Um, so if you feel inspired to write, to speak more, to share more, it makes sense. Sorry about that. I shook the camera, but yes. So that's all I wanted to say about that. That's not the point of the video, but it's kind of cool that around the new moon I am starting my fast, and every time there's a change in the seasons, I do a fast. And the reason why I do it, because I feel like it's great. I've learned over the past year, because that's when I started incorporating more fasting into my lifestyle. Is it kind of fell in my lap when I decided to eat more raw. Um, and last June, I did the full body detox at the health stores, full body detox, where you take for 21 days 5 pills every 2 to 3 hours, and they're vegan, they're herbal, supplements, and I take that. Um, and I was eating raw. That last year around this time, I was starting to incorporate more raw foods in my diet, and June was the first full month that I began to eat nothing but raw foods. So I was taking those supplements during that time period. It was the summer was coming. It was around the time of the summer solstice, and during that time period, I was drinking a lot of water. I was eating raw food, so my body was getting adjusted, and I realized I was always full. So the next time I decided to do a fast, I decided to do a liquid fast, and I took the supplements, the same type of supplements again. I said I'm going to do a liquid fast instead, and I felt better doing that instead. And every time I do a fast, I always feel like it's a great way to revitalize, revamp, I guess reset your body. My digestive system works better. I just feel more balanced, mind, body, and spirit, more centered, or whatever. I feel more calm. I'm already a chill, laid back person, but I just feel more like I'm more in touch. It's just a time to just to go in. I probably feel like seem like I always could be in her, but this year is to me is definitely that reflection energy, let go energy, with it being a number 9 year, you know, in numerology, which is endings, completion, or whatever or whatnot. So, but yeah, so that's why I decided to start doing the liquid fast. I just thought it was just better for me and my body, and the supplements. I currently do not take the D Health Store supplements. I do. I started last time during the spring equinox. I took the Queen of Fua's, um, her detox, which is I liked it a little bit better in regards, because you don't have to take pills. It's more so tea, drinking teas and drinking a tea. Like doing supplements, but they're not pill formed. You add them to your water, things like that. You can add them to juices and things like that. I just like the flexibility of that. So that's what I'm doing this time. Also, my ultimate goal is to create my own little herbal concoctions to take when I do my fasting. But that is that in regards. So if you want to know more about the full body detox, you can go you could just Google full body detox D Health store, and it'll pop up. And Queen of Fua, you can go to her website at queenoffood.com, and you can see more information on that. I also have like older videos where I'm sharing information about the other, like the spring equinox. I talk about around that time, I talk more about the Queen of Food supplements, and then the full body detox. I talk about that back in the fall, I believe, you can look back on my older videos if you want to see like the pills or the supplements or whatever to get more information or whatnot. But you do what's best for you. That's how I feel, because that's what I've been doing for me or whatnot. But fasting, for me, fasting is just abstaining from something that you maybe used to doing. Like I'm used to eating solid foods, so I'm going to be eating liquid. A liquid just gives your body time to relax, to chill out or whatnot, rest, you know. And I feel like a lot of times the hustle and the bustle of life, sometimes you forget to take care of yourself and to just pause and breathe. So I believe that fasting helps a lot. And you don't have to fast just when it comes to food. You can also fast from other things as far as social media, TV, electronic, anything that you feel like is a distraction or is keeping you away from your true self. You can use fasting in any form. Our ancestors have they've done it, and I feel like it'll work for us also. Um, but the cool thing about this fast is that it's during the summer months. It's during the summer month, and I love summer. I'm a summer baby, so I'm excited about that. And it's gonna be a little bit more easier, only because like we're in the season of the variety of fruits and vegetables. The most interesting, I think my favorite fast was during the um winter months, was during the time where we didn't have variety. It was mostly greens. It was mostly like apples, bananas, or like citrus. So it wasn't as much variety, but it made me realize how important it is to appreciate what we have here, and not to be wasteful. And I really learned a lot from that fast. It was very interesting. But I'm excited about this one because all the tasty different fruits you can have is more variety in regards to that. Plus, I feel like I just really do need my body. I could tell my body needs to just be relaxed and chill or whatnot. So during a lot of, I mean, the side effects that I've experienced, people have different type of side effects. Some people may not ever have side effects, but most people do have some form of side effects, even if it's emotional, physical. Of course, some people lose weight, some people may gain weight. You never know. Some people may, they may things emotionally may come up for you because since you're not eating, sometimes, a lot of times, I know for me, there's times that I've noticed, especially going on my life, my journey on this lifestyle, I've noticed that there's foods that I've used as comfort. So when you're not eating those foods, you're left with, your true feelings and your true emotions, and you have to, really take the time to deal with them, and talk through them and work through them. So a lot of feelings, emotions come up. Things people may say may trigger something, and it comes up, and during that time period, I say just let it come out, and write it out, talk it out, do what you need to do. It's completely natural. Don't feel like something, don't feel like something's wrong, okay? Because there's nothing wrong at all, but feelings will come up, especially if you're doing like if you're Even let's say that you do eat, meat, or you eat a standard American diet, and you decide to do some kind of fast that involves being vegetarian or vegetarian to vegan or vegan to raw, whatever that may be, you know what I'm saying? that that to me that will cause a shift of some sort. Things may come up for you, and it may also, I know for me, it makes me more connected to who I am and to the natural state of who we are as spiritual beings. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, the whole experience of fasting. So it could be a variety of things. You may break out, or your face may clear up. You never know. It'd be all kinds of stuff that happen. I say don't be alarmed with some of the side effects that you may have, but at the same time, you know, if you feel like something is off and you feel like, you know, always, if you have to go to if you are under your doctor's care for some kind of condition or something like that, I definitely will advise you to follow your doctor's orders in that regard. However, I will say this, that when you are fasting, you may have some side effects, especially if you're not used to eating a certain way. That's why I feel like it's extremely important to be gradual. And I recommend that before you start a fast, especially if you really want to challenge yourself, it's good to gradually get your body used to that. For example, for me, this is what I naturally start doing. And it probably is partially because it's warmer now. But one thing I notice is that when the change of the seasons start coming, I start eating less. I start eating less. I start eating less, start eating lighter, and I just get my body prepared for that. So that's what I would recommend. Like if you let's say you eat meat and you want to challenge yourself and do some kind of fast where you're eating vegan. So what I would start doing is start eating less of the meat, less of the dairy, less of that stuff that you normally eat. Start eating less of that and incorporating, adding more of what you normally wouldn't eat, but still beneficial and has more nutrients, which is more fruits and vegetables. Um, that's what I say when I think it's extremely important to prepare your body to do it very gradually. Even if you do it for a few days, even if you do it for a day, that is a step. But that's the thing. I think that's part of the reason why people in general at times revert back to um, older habits that they may be trying to break, um, is by doing things so quickly instead of making it a gradual transition. Because I gradually transitioned to this point, and I feel like I'm still a student, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, or whatever like that. So for me, like I started my vegan journey in 2012, August of 2012. In July 2012, I started eliminating meats. I really wasn't eating beef and pork like that. I really wasn't eating meat and beef and pork like that. But so that was easy to cut out. I just gradually started each week cut out um some form of food. But one thing I will say is that you have to mentally be there. Like that's the big thing. It's the mind before, to me it's the body. It's that mind. You have to mentally be there, and that's another thing with fasting, is that it clears your mind. It gives you mental clarity. You're not as foggy up here. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to hear that inner voice better. You know what I'm saying? And it allows you to be creative. And when you get off the fast, let me tell you, I ain't gonna lie to you. You're gonna be daydreaming. You might be dreaming of recipes in your freaking head. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be so much creativity when you fast. Like whoa, like for real. So it's a beautiful thing. But back to what I was saying about the gradual thing. Like I said, I gradually started getting, eliminating things that month, but I was mentally prepared. I was mentally at that point, like, I don't want to eat this way no more. So that's the big step, is just commitment. And that and that's another thing with fasting: discipline. It creates discipline, discipline, focus, a lot of the things that you need in life in general. um but in August 2012, I started to eat nothing but um fruits and vegetables, quinoa, rice, whatever. I was eating vegan. I was eating cooked vegan foods, whatever. I was eating meat substitutes and all kinds of stuff. You have to start somewhere. So, but I was definitely eating better than I was before. But I will say my weak point was sweets. I did not discriminate towards like eating cookies and candies or whatever like that. I was eating vegan except for the cookies and candies. Like, I didn't have no shame. I would eat the sweets that were, if they were vegan sweets, I would eat it. If they weren't vegan sweets, I would still eat it. But if it was a straight up egg or a straight up cheese, no, I wouldn't eat it. It was weird I didn't discriminate with the sweets. But but that spring of 2013, I decided to go on ahead and let that go too. And also to not eat as much breads as I was eating. So, like I said, like approximately, maybe that was like what, 7 months later, around that time, 7, 8. No, hold up, let me think about it. So August, September, March, April, May, June, July. No, I'm going past that. August, September, October, November, December, January, February. I definitely skipped some months. What was I thinking? Whoa. I'm thinking about summer right now. January, February, March, um, April, May. So approximately 9, 10 months. I don't know. Around that time. So that's when I completely went vegan at that point. Um, so yeah, it's a gradual thing. And I started to eat raw going into my 3rd year. So I started eating more raw during my 3rd year. I knew I wanted to do it one day, but then I knew that it wasn't at that point when I decided to go vegan. I wasn't gonna jump the gun. I wanted my experience to be enjoyable and to just embrace the process or whatever like that. So, but yeah. And then I started to fast more. I didn't fast really until my 3rd year. So, like I said, do it. And, if you want to incorporate more healthy options and you want to still eat certain meats, that's fine. As long as you know there's healthier options out there, that's great. If you want to become vegetarian, that's wonderful. If you want to become vegan, that's great. If you want to be raw, that's excellent. If you want to just eat fruit, that's cool too. Whatever. Do whatever feels right for you. That's what matters the most. But this video went kind of everywhere, but I'm going, we're definitely going to do updates on the journey of the summer solstice fast. So I will definitely do updates like I've done for the other fasting experiences. I like to share, I feel like it's great to document and to share what I'm experiencing, and that I'm sure that it can inspire other people, that you can do this. This is not just for certain people, you know what I'm saying? This is for anybody, if you want to do it, you can do it. So that's what this is about. And thank you so much for watching, and I definitely look forward to seeing you guys again. You can follow me on Instagram at Neptune Mind, and also on Twitter, also at Neptune Mind. Or you can follow us on Facebook at Infinite Nature. You can also follow us here on YouTube at Infinite Nature. You can also follow us on Tumblr at Infinite Nature. And you can also go to our website at loveinfinitenature.com. And that's a space that we created, to provide like a space where, we're living a healthy lifestyle. It's natural, it's creative, it's fun. It doesn't have to be bland or boring or whatever like that. It could be a nurturing, warm environment. And also, if anyone needs support, needs guidance, needs, you know, anything in regards to, starting a more healthier lifestyle, or you want to become vegan, or you want to become vegetarian, you want to become raw, you want to incorporate that more in your diet, or you want to just more healthier options, not necessarily go vegan, raw, whatever, you can go to that website and check it out. I do consultations. If you want meal plans, you can do that too. We can, I can help you with that. You could just go to loveinfinitenature.com. Because I've actually experienced all of that. I went from a southern standard American diet to eating, you know what I'm saying, vegetarian, then transitioning to a vegan, raw, whatever. I've actually experienced it. I'm doing it now, and me and my husband, we're doing it now. Many people are doing it now, and we can all help each other and connect with each other. So yeah, so check out the website at loveinfinitenature.com. And there's something else that I wanted to say, um, but I forgot what I wanted to say. But thank you once again for watching, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.